everybody, welcome back. This is going to be video number 2 of the Project 801 HG801 as we transform it into something else. Don't know how many videos are going to be in the series, but there'll likely be a gap between this one and the next one as I'm waiting for parts and pieces and still trying to figure out some stuff on this guy. But as you can see, it's changed just a little bit since the last time I showed it to you. And I actually never did get that run video made. Sat right here on this table and started taking a screw out here and a screw out there, and all of a sudden I've got this little box of parts. It's HG801 on it. Amazing quality. You know, we got front end and doors and all the covers and mud flaps and all those things that will be saved for reuse later. Got it labeled with our HG801 on it, so I know what in the world it is later. We've got the planetary gear all torn apart. Great detail that goes into this thing. It sits right up there. The smokestack and exhaust. Yeah, wonderful detail. All the other little parts and bits for it. Just keeping it organized. And don't think I showed this on the original video, but the kit even has a fan that spins on the opposite end of the motor of where the planetary goes. So just keeping all that organized while I figure everything else out. But I thought I'd show you a couple of cool features of the truck, even though it is in a slightly disassembled mode. You've got the wheels all off. It has the sensor caps that go inside the wheel. These I've sanded down and painted white for some testing of different paint colors that I might use. This goes here on the back, kind of locks that back side of that bead in there, and then it does have an okay density foam, obviously for the amount of weight this thing's carrying. Not too bad at all. So I'm going to go through the wiring and a couple options on the sound module and see what y'all think. So it comes with so when I bought this one, back up, it comes with a option to have sound and light added at the factory. And when they do that, they'll actually send you this stick controller, which is cool because it's a 16 channel stick controller. If you order it normal, I've seen a lot of the other models just coming with a normal pistol grip, and then they've got to automatically upgrade as soon as they upgrade their items. So this is great. It's a 16 channel, but the receiver that came with it is an 8 channel. So I will need to get a 16 channel receiver, but the good news is I've already got the radio, and 16 channels is more than enough for what I'll need for this project. So I'll likely be able to delay that slightly expensive purchase of the FlySky PL18 EV, even though I still really do want it. Right, so the sound unit that's in here has a few different, like 4 engine sounds and then a horn sound. The horn sound wasn't hooked up whenever I got the model. It actually requires another wire, and I had an open channel, so I did that. And I'll go through that. Still waiting on the wiring diagram for the lights. Since it came factory installed, it didn't come with a diagram. I want to learn what each of these pieces are before I go and do my own thing. I might be able to use that. So we'll go ahead and turn on my transmitter, plug in my truck, and one of the things I want to do is figure out how to get these lights to be controlled from the receiver, sorry, transmitter, instead of this switch. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just have to figure it out. And then off. And then so you get the steering going. You can kind of see the light here in the back and the light on the front. Obviously it's opposite because I've got the cab flipped. You can do it right. And then there's a gain knob here in the middle that changes the angle of travel of your fry. So if you need to turn it down for any reason, and then you can turn it back up. The other thing is if I hit left twice, it's supposed to do something. There we go. So it gets the hazards. Do it twice again. If you hit forward at all, it gets you to the motor. You can see if I add power, it goes up. If I go into reverse, brake lights apply. And then if I go left 3 times, I think it is, it turns the headlights to be always on. And if I go left 3 times, it turns those off. Unplug this for just a second. So the reason why they did that is they wired them in parallel. So basically it's just a Y harness from the sound controller to the light controller. And I don't like that because for whatever reason then I've got to, wherever I'm out driving the sky, I've got to do a double left or a triple left little glitch in order to make the lights do something. I got 16 channels. So that was one thing I didn't like. One thing I did like is this has a 3-speed toggle switch for the transmission. So up is high gear, middle is a neutral, and down is a low gear. And the way they accomplish that is kind of a takeoff of what they did on the HG802, where they use this spring for unlocking the kingpin of a trailer. So that was kind of a nice little discovery. Turn this guy back on. We'll go through the sounds a little bit. Get rid of that just because I don't want it to be a distraction. All right, so we'll get it started. I think I can. Good job. So then apply power, the lights come on. Shift gear. Up and engage. Or not. Apparently I messed something else up. My gears aren't working. Oh, I think I need gear. There we go. There's a second gear button down here that was used, so. Of course, there's no motor. How can it turn? Wow, I need my coffee. But anyways, the servo works. And then for the horn, where did I put that? Yeah, there it is. And then while it is point that down, there is a plus and a minus. So if I'm going, hard to do. Like that. There. So while you're actively going, you can press and hold the minus. Is that the minus? That is minus. Okay. Try this again. Changes your engine sound. Then change the horn and do it again. More of a semi. You get a air brake in there. And I think I have a turbocharged car. And then while going and I change the plus button, it changes the horn. And then another horn. Oh yeah, there's a siren on. And an air horn. Turn the volume down a little bit. Alright. And there's the siren horn. Not going to activate that one again. Let's get rid of that one. Back to that horn, and then we'll change back to the engine sound. And don't like that horn, so let's change that horn. Back to not the volume. That one. Not that one. Okay, so that's as good as it's going to get. So that is running through the functionality. Again, biggest thing is these are wired in parallel, so I don't want to have to change my wheel direction to get my hazard lights. Or those. Now, personal preference. So there is that. That is, again, HG801 Hemmet. What I'm going to try to probably make this thing into is a fire truck. I haven't fully decided on what kind of fire truck. I'm actually right now trying to source some water pump and a couple other things. I'd like to be able to have some kind of water monitor on it and have it actually shoot water. Take this whole back area that used to be the bed, make this into a big water tank, as big as I can. Again, this is a tiny battery. It's not the one that would go in there, but then I'll mount my battery somewhere here. Engine transmission will be there. I'll try to go as far forward and as far down as possible, so that I can probably take this battery tray out and ultimately come up with some kind of a low belly design to where I can actually put the water all the way here with the pickup down here, feeding a hose down here with a pump all the way up to shoot water either out the front or out the top. Again, this is more of a long-term project, just to, I don't know, keep me entertained and learning more things. I'll I'll probably keep the shift servo. It's a cool thing to have, especially with all that weight. I'll keep it. I'll need all that for any incline, so I don't burn up the motor in it. And then if I can figure out how to make this light function work, I will. If not, I'll go back to doing either my Trick RC Firelight kit, or I'll go back to Werner Lane with Lane Boys RC, and I've actually got a few light controllers on order from him for the Porsche 911 GT1 Street, because I love lights, and we'll go from there. So that is the not so quick update from the HG801. Yeah, the plan is to take those windows out because this will no longer be seen, and it'll just be a big bulky body like on a fire truck. Anyways, if you have any questions about it or anything else you see up here, just drop a comment below, hit that like button, and if you like what you're seeing or you want to follow progress on this slow one, this isn't going to be every week. It'll probably be a few weeks or maybe even a month or two before I get back to being able to update this one with all I got going on. But I appreciate you stopping by. Please keep putting your content out. It helps me learn the other tips and tricks from patinas to wiring to wheels and tire combos. So thanks. If you can, make yourself smile. Even better, make somebody else smile. Have a great day.